Over the past few years, I've been growing my art supply collection from pencils to gouache. In this video, I'm going to share what brands I cannot live without and sets I will never purchase again. And I have supplies from various brands, both budget-friendly and high-end. I'm going to show you what art I've made using each medium and what makes it worth it or not. My name is Kate, I've been drawing for over 6 years and I'm so excited to walk you through my treasure trove of art supplies. Let's get started. The first group of art supplies is colored pencils. Well, I have 3 sets of pencils and the first set I want to talk about is this Faber-Castell Polychromos 36 colored pencil set. I bought it for about $55. I know prices vary across countries, but I'm going to share what I paid in the United States so you will have an idea of the price point. The pencils are absolutely fantastic, high quality, and I've been drawing with them quite often. They are available as individual colors for purchase, and that's such an advantage because I have my favorite colors and I've been repurchasing them over and over. Definitely a must in my collection. If you are into pencils, it's so worth trying this. Buy just one pencil if you are not ready to invest in the whole set, and if you want to build a massive collection of all available colors, with this set it will cost you an arm and a leg, literally. Also, I'd like to add that oil-based pencils like this require a bit more pressure to get the most saturated result, and I personally tend to press so hard that my hand gets really tired sometimes. But the conclusion stays the same. I will buy Polychromos over and over, again and again, and I'm so excited to have them in my collection. Another set of pencils I own is this Arrtx 126 color set. I received these pencils for a review and you can find the video on my channel if you're interested. Here's my short summary of the pencils. The price without any discounts is about $49, which is amazing considering how many colors come in the set. I'd say it's a great value product. The pencils are saturated, sharpen well. I probably won't purchase it once I use up all the pencils, simply because I want to try other brands and I'm not fully satisfied with the color range. There are so many similar dark browns, purples and reds, and I'd prefer more pastel, skin-toned pencils. I still use the set. It's definitely worth trying and definitely I will use it many times. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you guys. The next and the last set in my colored pencil series is this Crayola set of 36 pencils. This is a $5 set and I'd say it works well for children. It's affordable and does the job, but I will likely donate them or put them away because I don't want to draw with them again. The difference between Crayola and the other pencils I have is huge. They break, crumble, are inconsistent with saturation and so on. I mean, it's possible to achieve appealing results, but it won't be an enjoyable and seamless process. The next group of supplies is watercolor. I have only one set and a few individual tubes, and I want to start with this Winsor&Newton set. I bought it for about $65 and I consider this Cotman series is one of the best deals. There are smaller sets if you want. I went with 45 because honestly I wasn't ready for mixing shades myself. It would have taken me so long to come up with decent tones. I decided it right away that once I would discover my favorite hues, I wouldn't buy watercolor sets anymore. I got this advice from multiple experienced watercolor artists, and based on reviews, my preferences, I started building my own collection of colors. So most likely this is my last big watercolor set. I won't buy it again. And here are the tubes I've bought so far. I would have had more if I hadn't stopped painting with watercolor, actually because I fell in love with gouache, but that's another story. Here I have an absolutely amazing Schminke granulation mini set. It's real magic. I love this effect. It's so satisfying, calming and beautiful. I highly recommend having a couple of granulated watercolors in your supplies. These are extremely pricey. I checked on Amazon. The this set is $35 and I believe I bought it on sale much cheaper. So if you're interested, just save it in your shopping list and wait for sales. Most of the other tubes I got because they were recommended to me, and I can't say I was ever disappointed. The next part is my favorite, gouache. My collection consists of 3 brands, and let's start with HIMI. I have the set of 24 colors and it's been over a year since I bought it for about $25. Honestly, I am in love. Despite reading so many bad reviews, I am in love. It's worth every penny. I would buy it a million more times. I can't recommend it enough. I would love to try their bigger sets, but this one of 24 colors feels like it was just invented for me. Okay, it's not perfect in yellows. I would add a couple more yellows and that's all. People say it gets moldy and make all sorts of other complaints, but I never had any issues. Sometimes I read what people have to say about HIMI and it sounds nothing like my experience with HIMI. Actually, if I had to recommend just one affordable, good quality option for painting, I would say HIMI without any hesitation. So what is your option? What would you recommend? Here is my most expensive set, $100 for 10 tubes. Pricey, high quality paints I was so eager to try out. But in reality, I don't need these. And here's why. I don't sell my gouache paintings, I mostly make quick paintings in my sketchbooks. And honestly, it goes against my common sense to use this precious set for that purpose. I'm not saying I will never buy the set again. Who knows where my art career will go. And I love gouache, but it most likely won't happen soon. I satisfied my curiosity about expensive gouache paints and that's enough. If you want to know more about the paints, I have a video on my channel and by the way, all supplies are listed in the description. Check them out. Here is the third gouache set I own, Holbein. It's also on the expensive side, but a little cheaper, which makes it less stressful to use for studies. I love this gouache, I use it. Maybe I'll buy a couple more individual tubes, but probably not the whole set. The process of painting with high quality paints is definitely smoother and more comfortable, but I plan to stick with cheaper paints for my sketchbook sessions. If you can afford Holbein, go for it. Fantastic quality paint. I'd say I gravitate towards Holbein more than Schminke, not just because of the price, but I have a more pleasing color palette. With this pink, blue and sienna I bought separately and I use them a lot. I'm so grateful to have had the chance to try these supplies. As a child, I would have given anything for this collection. The next group of supplies is acrylic markers. And I'm obsessed. If you haven't tried them yet, you should. I had some struggles with the markers at first. I was confused with blending, mixing and figuring out the technique, but that time quickly passed and it was the best decision to give acrylic markers more chances. All 3 sets I received from Arrtx, but once I use them up, I will purchase the markers without hesitation because I am obsessed. Out of the 3 sets, I would probably go for the 90 color set. The Simptap series is more for a larger scale works because it has more ink inside. These 2 differ only by the number of markers. Acrylic markers are vibrant, portable, and what I love the most is that you can layer light shades on top of the dark ones. The blending part is a bit tricky but still possible, so that's my genuine recommendation. The next thing I want to talk about is liners. Here I have these Sipa liner pens and I also have one black Faber-Castell FineLiner, and I would never have thought there was a difference between liners if I hadn't tried it myself. There is, and it's pretty noticeable. Faber-Castell is more consistent with more saturating ink flow. By the way, 24 Sipa pens cost almost exactly as much as one Faber-Castell. I don't usually use the set for my drawing practice, but I found it works great for writing. I use it with highlighter markers for journaling and in my notebooks to design pages. The final group of supplies I own is alcohol markers. I'm pretty new to them and I don't have much experience. Recently, I received this set from HOTU and I was so excited to try them out. The set is a budget-friendly option, a good choice for a first set, but in the future, if I decide to draw with alcohol markers more often, I would probably want to try other brands. I also have a few Copic markers I bought a while ago. They are so expensive and this small number of markers isn't enough for a comfortable drawing experience, so they've been sitting in a drawer since I bought them. It's not really in my plans to buy more Copic markers. Maybe one day my channel will grow enough for them to reach out. I would happily accept markers for testing. This is it, guys. I shared my entire supply collection with you. Tell me what are your must-try supplies, and if the video made you want to try something new, what is it? I'm so curious to know. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye.